Hey, how are you? You all right? He said, yeah, I think I'm all right. I said, what about passengers? He said, I got one colored lady in there.
Good.
And look here, nothing to laugh at, but I will laugh. When I opened that door, the colored lady, she had, I never forget, she had on white shoes. And when I opened the door and I looked down, because it was up in there, and she saw the light and saw my face. She ran up on the back of them chairs like a rat. Running. The more I hollered to tell her, you know, to slow down, no good. I had to get out to me, and she tumbled right straight down, but I thought she knocked the planks out of my boot. She had one white shoe on and one off. She didn't get hurt. They had to tow that plane in on the rim and dismantle it, some you know, and send it out to Nassau.
We used to bring a bunch of people from Nassau too, on the Steve Bonnet. The boat was named the Steve Bonnet. She was named after a pilot. Pop Simmons had the Steve Bonnet, the Ann Barney, and the Mary Reed. 3 of his boats was named after pirates. And I used to be in the engine room on the Steve Bonnet. And we used to bring tourists on that way, you know. And we used to go out to the SS Nassau. It was, Chris, you remember that, eh? Chris,
Yes.
you remember that?
It's way back there.
Yeah, we used to go out and we used to bring all the people show from there, because the SS Nassau couldn't come into Prince George Dock. We used to go out and take all the passengers off from there. We brought plenty of passengers out there. That was good fun too, you know. All the girls used to get seasick and you had to hold on.
I know him, boy.
Any other questions? Can everybody hear okay?
Yes.
That's great, that's great.
What was the price of
somewhere.
lobster? What was the price of lobster when you were fishing?
Oh yeah. Well, when I was fishing, well, they were good as nothing. But I'll tell you what they was. Selling in Palm Beach to the fish house, the Acme and Hudgens Fish Company. The tails was 50 cents a pound.
Wow.
50 cents a pound. But I remember one day we was tied up into Acme. We used to put her into the dock there. And everybody wanted to go off and they left me to see that the fish be weighed out, you know. Boy, the 2 guys, one of them named Felix and the other one named Martin. So when they put it on the scales, he say, and he come to 100 pounds, he sing out, "Telly!" I looked at the scales. I wait, you just wait a minute. I said, "No, Telly, that's 110 pounds you got there, you know." He said, "What they left you here for today?" I said, "To make sure you don't cook them." Yeah. Anyway, we got out, and he got all the crawfish all weighed up, and the boys come back. One of the owners of the boat, Gerald Key, he told Gerald, he said, "When you all going off again, don't leave this young man here no more." Gerald said, "Why?" He said, "Because you know, neither crawfish can't get inside of that, but you don't sing out, you're wrong." Oh, yeah.
When crawfish was 50 cents a pound, how much was bread or sugar cost?
You could, I tell you what, my dad and my uncle and the other guys, they was married, I was young. They used to go off and they go $15 and you used to have to get a truck to bring the food back out to the boat. That's no joke. I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
That's right. You could go to a restaurant and cook for $2 or $3 and sit down and get the biggest meal you wanted. You used to go when the sun set, go to the beer joints, you come in and the sun would rise the next morning. Drink draft beer all night. Well, he had a lot of fun. He had a lot of fun doing that too. One time there was only 3 of our young boys, Fred, David, and myself. Mr. Captain Sam was getting another boat, and we were on the stand before, only 3 of us, young boys, and we run that thing day and night. And no lights nowhere. And the only thing we had was a full pair of compass sitting up inside of the boat. The GPS and Loran and all that. Joe, you take that away from yourself today, they couldn't find nowhere. That's right.
You go from here to Nassau
Go anywhere they wanted to go. Day and night, it made no difference. That's right. When I was 12 years old, I knew the compass as good as any other man ever knew it. I could take courses off the chart good as anybody. My dad made me do that.
20.
He's kidding us.
You named it.
He's trying to think of them, that's what it is.
Hey, he stole it for time. Thank you.
Bert?
The same question is directed to you. How many children, grandchildren?
Me?
Yeah,
I got 5 grandchildren, 3
3 children.
of them.
Bartram, tell us which the worst hurricane you ever been through.
What's that?
Hurricane, which the worst hurricane you ever been through?
I think in 1947 and Hurricane Floyd, they was the 2 worst.
47, 98. When was Betsy?
Patsy?
60.
65. 65.
When was the electricity put in? Green Hill Heat?
I'd say about 1950. The small, they only had small
Small
generator.
generator. But the street lights, about 1950 or
And
so.
then they could put in about a 15-watt bulb.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Electricity.
Any other
Then
questions?
the next lights was put in, me and Graham Martin put it in, over to Captain Cliff. That was the guy who used to fly the royal family. They built a house over there, and he put in 2 generators for him. The guy, he was from Bermuda. He used to go on the boat with my daddy, and they were around looking for oil. You know? And then put in 2 generators for them, a Vidi and a Lobster diesel.
They're still hanging around.
I just had one question. Neither of you wear glasses.
I got it, but I don't wear it.
You wear glasses?
And I'm looking for the girls here. No,
Remember that.
How many years did you work for the club?
Probably you might not think it's true, but I'm allergic to the sun. And over the years that I done bone fishing, which is real bad for your eyes. You're on a sun flat. And the heat, the sun, the reflects up in your face. I go up half a day up here bone fishing, you know, and if it's nice, the sun out and everything, that night I can't put my teeth on my lip. The next day I look like Rudolph with a big nose. And,
Question for,
and I don't have to wear glasses. And I still could read like any small print, not any small print, but order. I still could read like that.
one question, Bert, was how long did you work for the club?
But it isn't
44
good for
years.
you. No,
44 years, yeah.
I know it now.
44 years.
I was there from day 1.
When it first opened? Just retired a few months ago.
Yeah. About going on 3 months now, I guess. About 3 months.
Any more questions?
And boy, I saw all kinds of things, you know.
That's another evening.
Yeah.
All kinds of things.
Yeah.
When did you first get inboard and outboard engines? When you first started out as kids, did you have sail?
No,
boat?
when I was a boy, I'd say about 10 or 11. The same boat I was going on the stand before, that man, he had a son named Fred, and he bought him a little 2.5 horse Johnson.
Yep.
They're the sweetest engines I've ever run in my entire life. And we used to go out fishing in that, you know? And then the first motor I had was a 3-horse Sea King motor come from Montgomery Ward. Then I had a 1.5 horse. My dad used to call it a horse and a half. Yeah, Evinrude.
Oh, in Evinrude.
Yeah.
But when you were young, did they still do any sponging?
No, sponging was finished in my day. My dad still had a sponging boat, but I used to go out sponging in, you know, big boat.
38 was when the fungus was, 1938. You guys were pretty young then.
But Daddy had a big sailboat called Lady Bird. I used to guard on that with him when I was out of school. I think there were about 2,000 lobsters alive in the live well. He decked more dinky boats than he sailor.
I got one more question, and I know you might know a little bit of this. My father used to tell me about the sailboat races that they used to have.
Oh, yeah.
And they would be what, 12 foot or 16 foot
Yeah, big
dinghies?
boats too. Afternoons you'd be down, sitting down the waterfront there and it'd blow a good breeze. And that's it, there were plenty big sailboats. I'm talking about boats they used for going sponging all around, sharking all around Anders and all about. And the fellas would say, let's go out and have us a race. And the fellas jump in the boat and go down and have a nice big race, you know. And then that dingy boat race.
They used to take it seriously.
Yeah, I wanted, I had dinky boat, I won the trophies both years. Boy, the last time
How long a boat?
I got 12 feet. But I had a big sailboat too. But the one where I won the trophies in, the last one I went, Lonnie Lowe, you're riding the prize with me, so we left Green Title Key, had to go towards the ferry boat going then down the Cookplum Creek was the last buoy to come around, you know. And we was the last boat to go around there. Lonnie said, boy, we got a cut skin today. I said, don't you ever believe that, boy. Then he come in the wind, that's a different story. And then the thunder night and then bing-a-ding. The heaviest clap you ever heard. Lonnie said, what, we got to make a drop the sail? Drop the sail, you better get that cry, boy. right come right straight through that score. I first go to the finish mark. Drop the sail, drop the sail.
Lonnie didn't cry with you.
What was the name of your boat?
My boat was named the Civic.
The Civic?
My big boat, yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Dinky? Do you have a name for your racing?
No, I didn't have that name. But my big boat, what I had named the Civic. Daddy's boat, Daddy's big boat was named the Civic. And you know, JL Civic, man, jumped
When
lively.
you say a big boat, how big was that?
She was 17 feet on the keel. They used to mash the boats on the keel at that day, not overall. You know, it could be 17 on the keel, and it could be 20, 22 feet on top. You know?
Yeah, say 17 and 22.
Very good.
I think we've had a wonderful time here.
Yes.
Thanks so much to Joe and Bert. And David
There'll be a
too.
lot more stories, we'll be here all night.
Well, we're gonna do the sequel
part
later
two.
on. Part two.
We'd like to try to do this again and have some more just conversations about the old days. And we'd like to do them here in Roland Roberts' house. I'm sorry we didn't have enough room. Did everybody out here get to hear?
Yes.
Okay. And I think Tom here has made a video, so we'll have a DVD of the conversation. Like to thank a few volunteers who've helped out. Ruthie McCauley and Jackie Patrick and Sally Yancey, Neil and Karen O'Shea helped. There's with some good food downstairs. And Joan and David Goldstein. And Tony. Tony is making lemongrass tea. There will be nice hot lemongrass tea down there along with some sodas. So, and some good food. So please stay for that. And it would be really wonderful if you get a moment to sign on the guest book so we know that you were here. Thanks, Dave.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.